Hello and welcome to a brand new play now. Today with something a bit different, if you will. I originally wanted to make a show about the new map from Hitman, the Marrakesh map. The third one they just added. I've heard it's a very good map, maybe as good as Sapienza, maybe even better, even bigger. But at the same time, they just released the brand new Elusive Target mission, the one that you only have one shot at. Well, one shot if the target gets killed, or 47 gets killed, then it's failed. But if no one gets killed, you can repeat it again and again and again, like some sort of sinister Groundhog Day. Well, no, Groundhog Day was already very sinister in its own way. So I did that mission successfully, and I thought I'd share my experience of that mission with you. You're currently seeing the first attempt that almost succeeded, but I accidentally went out this way and they noticed me. So yeah, I sort of restarted the map here because had they started shooting at me, they would have killed me, and it wasn't going to be a very good experience. So let's jump a bit forward in time because I can do that. I have magic powers. And let's show you one of the funniest things that I've encountered in this map. Well, not exactly the funniest thing, but here, you see this guard. I've had trouble with this guard because he's in a position that's not really all that interesting. I mean, I pressed Q before the pop-up came up that now I can strangle the person. Because I had forgotten for a few seconds that this game wasn't completely reliant on the contextual QuickTime bullshit. It is in many ways, which makes it a bit unfortunate at times to play, but well, let's see that a little bit again with more proper timing. So I go down to this map again. Sapienza, wonderful map. I mean, they make fantastic use of it. The church itself would have been an entirely separate map in a different Hitman game. Like, even in Blood Money, the church itself could have been its own map. So let's do that again. Let's strangle him perfectly. You see that I strangled him, I just got him. Come on, subdued, and are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? You'll never believe what's gonna happen in the next second. I mean it. You're not gonna believe what's gonna happen now. Ready? Okay. Do you see that splash? I ask you, why would a body that was gently lowered to the ground make a splash that big? I mean, it's as if I had dropped him from the surface and... Oh yeah, the game did believe I just dropped him from the surface. Again, no target kill. Well, not again, I just said it for first. I should stop saying again, it's annoying. Non-target killed. How? He's now, if this was Blood Money, I would have got it. I mean, yeah, I could have maybe made him fall face first into the water and he drowned. That's how I kept accidentally killing people in that suburban area map. But not here. I mean, he's not face down in the water. There is no reason. Yeah, you can see 47 let go because he just died. I mean, while I was scaring him, he died. The entity switched from character to dead, and now he's in rigor mortis. Kind of annoying, don't you say? Wouldn't you say? Yes, it's very annoying. So let's get to the next part of it, the next funny bit. Okay, so this map proved a challenge to me because I should go scroll back a bit more. This map is a very restricted area. I have to kill this person. This is the Cardinal. He's the target, but he's guarded 24/7, and no matter what disguise I get, there'll always be, well, that security camera for once, there'll always be one person at least next to him that can see me, that can see through my disguise. So I had to get creative. So I thought, what's the best way to deal with that person without actually being there? Well, if this were Blood Money, I would use my trusty remote explosive, but I don't have that unlocked yet, so I'm gonna use the next best thing. Well, first I'm gonna wait for the priest to leave, and then I'm gonna use the next best thing after deleting that evidence. The next best thing, and that would be remote explosives. Yes, the remote explosive. And I'm gonna put it right there because I know that the Cardinal will be the first one to walk downstairs. I mean, it's out of the way. The last time I planted it, I put it actually behind, in front of the door that's behind me, on the other side of the door, and people pick it up, and they exploded. But now it can be seen from that door because in there are a few guards. It didn't make any noise when I dropped it. I mean, it made noise, but not audible, so the other people could hear me. The Cardinal just has to walk down there, and you can see him. That little white dot, that's the Cardinal's guard. And he will, if I remember the schedule right, he will be the next one to walk downstairs because the priest left, and he will now walk down and explode. This mission is gonna go without a hitch. Well, did I? Well, yeah, I believe this is the one where I actually killed that guard by accident. So, oops. But hey, it's still one, well, maybe two fatalities extra, but it's still gonna be good. So I was gonna go out this way. Though I did come at a very unfortunate time when the guards were changing, so I mostly ran around this place and came out the other side by mistake. Right around about here. I actually came back to the graveyard. And it was, while I was walking around, I noticed about at this point something a bit odd about my plan. See that question mark? Let's go back a few frames. See that question mark that just spawned over that guard? That happens when they notice something. That guy noticed the proximity bomb, and at this point I was like, oh my god, it's gonna blow, it's gonna kill that guy, I'm gonna have to restart the mission. And that's not even the Cardinal, that's the priest. What was the priest doing down there? You just saw him, he went out after I planted the bomb. He had no reason to be there. That wasn't in his schedule. And now that guy's gonna blow up. He's gonna just explode. Well, what? He picked up the proximity mine. He picked up the mine that's supposed to explode when anyone goes near it. And you can see that the white dot, that is the Cardinal's guard. Meaning the Cardinal is right next to him. You can actually see a bit of the robe over here. That's the robe. That's the guard. So the mine didn't activate. And I'm not sure why. And what's gonna be even a bit stranger is what happens next. I was gonna pick up that brick and thought to myself, should I kill everyone with that brick? But no, killing everyone with that brick wouldn't make this game have less bugs in it. It's a fantastic game, I love it. Could use a few more blood money-ish elements and less bugs, but I still think it's a good game. And then, well, bullshit like the one you're gonna see in 3, 2, 1 happens. He dropped it. He hit his hand on this door frame and dropped the proximity mine. I have no idea why or how. Maybe he thought, my friends are gonna see me carrying a mine in my hand when I walk out. I shouldn't do that. They may be a bit jumpy. I didn't give any sort of notice that, so I picked up the proximity mine in my hand, stuffed it in, and 3, 2, 1, searching suspicious. Instantly. Now I ask you, is that fair? It's not. And there's the Cardinal. He just came out. How did that bomb not explode? How did that bomb not explode? Now, at this point, I was wondering, you know, maybe I did something wrong. So, let's go back to the safe house. I chose this spot. You can see the door didn't even close from the last time I played this map. And I thought to myself, there's gotta be something to this. I mean, in the tutorial, couldn't you plant that proximity mine on stuff in the tutorial? You could, couldn't you? So, how did that work out? I mean, you take it in your hand, you go up to a wall and you click. No. You right click. No, still nothing. Maybe I should have pressed crouch and then clicked, because I just couldn't find a way to get that. Well, now, at least now it didn't explode. I have no idea how this thing arms, because sometimes it arms when I just put it down, sometimes it doesn't. It's strange. It's very, very strange. There were two ways I could infiltrate this map. One was to just go through there and strangle this person, well, knock him out and steal his clothes, then go up to the bell tower where there's a guard, a lonely guard, and steal his uniform. I actually went too far this time here, and I was supposed to go through here. The other one is to go through this the sewer. Now, I know for a fact that was another Cicada guard that was next to a store in town, but I couldn't find that store anymore. I have no idea where it was. So I was just gonna strangle this guard again. Then, surprise, this time he didn't splash into the water like he dropped from the surface. Just gonna take his clothes, drag his sorry-ass body. Let's speed this up a bit if we can. Let's drag him over here. I hope this doesn't really mess with the recording, because I've done this kind of show once before with Rainbow Six Siege, but that was on a Q6600, and with the video card I didn't support this kind of video recording. It was very low tech. But now we're in high tech country. Another way to kill this person, this Cardinal, would have been with the bell. He actually stands in front of, under it actually, for a while he asks about wanting to visit the bell tower, and they tell him it's not safe. But I can't actually get a good view of him while he's down there, because I will be all the way up there, and I mean it's a very high place. He would be standing somewhere around there. I thought to myself, I could do that, but what guarantee do I have that they won't actually instantly know where I am? Because where else could that bell have fallen from? They may have thought it was deliberate, so I thought best not actually draw that much suspicion to myself by being the only person there, or just running from up there the second that the Cardinal died. Now I was waiting for the priest to get out of there, because again I have no idea why he came back at that point in the previous mission, the previous attempt, because he had no reason to do that. He had absolutely no reason. You can actually find the key for this door right on the table. I passed by it a few seconds ago. Again, destroying the evidence in this game is very important, because they can capture you on cameras constantly if you're not careful. It's important to. It's good to destroy that thing even if you weren't captured, because while escaping, you may get spotted. Now, at this point, I thought, I'm not gonna put it in the same place, because evidently someone saw it there. So I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna put this bastard right here, right after the corner. It ticked. I heard it audibly ticking again, so it activated. So whenever that bastard goes down, he will die. Now again, there was a slight hiccup in my plan, because at this point I wasn't entirely sure to what the schedule for this character was. And you can see him there, he's talking to the priest again, but he's talking about going out to the gardens. And if he's talking about going to the gardens, it means that he's not going to go down. But I'm guessing that the game may have glitched, because this is the conversation they should have had when the priest stayed around here and the Cardinal waited outside. But now that didn't actually happen. So I'm gonna fast forward this a bit. Skim. They talk about immigration, and there's protesters outside. There are protesters outside because the church is closed off while they're doing this thingamajig, this visit, meaning that it actually affects the way NPCs move. If I'm not mistaken, there was supposed to be someone in a confession booth in the main mission, and that person doesn't go there in this time frame because it can't. Though that doctor that visits the morgue is there. I actually had no idea when the doctor visits that morgue. Well, sorry, excuse my language. It's a bit hard to speak at this time. Well, not that any time would be easier for me. Having a slight speech impediment is a bit annoying. Okay, so here I started panicking a bit, because the priest... Where is the priest coming? It's going downstairs. Am I gonna have to pull out a gun and shoot the Cardinal and then hope they don't see me for the second it takes me to go out? But no, they cover every angle. He's there, the guy's behind me, the other guy's behind that place, and they would track me instantly. They would notice me in a half a second the moment I pulled out my gun. So now I was just hoping that the priest, I was gonna go down there and just take the explosive and try to find some other way in the limited time there was left. There were about 4 hours left for this mission when I recorded this yesterday. Just hoping against hope that the priest wouldn't go down there first. Like, well, technically he didn't go down first either last time because the Cardinal was there when the priest picked up when the priest ordered the guard to pick up the bomb. Didn't explode. Here's another option to kill His Holiness the Eminent Cardinal. You can drop that chandelier on him. Though I'm not sure exactly where that mechanism was. It's not up here, though you can find another key there for going downstairs, I believe. But this wasn't gonna do. And you can see him, he's actually going down. He's going down and that explosion did it. But sadly, I did kill someone, a non-target. Now at this point, I believed I only killed his guard, but it appears I actually didn't. I actually killed one other person. The good thing is that the escape boat is right next to this, and because they have no idea who killed the priest, I'm fine. Yes, you can see these people are on alert. Well, they're at the gate. There was an alert, but otherwise, no one noticed. No one knew I was the one who did it. So this mission actually ended up. This was the highest scoring mission I did, and it's the one where I used a freaking bomb. The whatchamacallit, the one with the painter, the first Elusive mission, didn't go so well because at the last second he saw me. When I wanted to fiber wire him, he turned around, so I had to punch him in the face. But as you can see, apart from the two I get a feeling that I actually killed the priest that was coming down after him, which may be, well, I may be punished by Satan or something. But in 7 minutes 46 seconds I did this mission with a score of 150,000 and almost 500 points. Almost. It gave me four Hitman symbols. So that's a high rating. Gotta say, that is a very high rating for basically bombing someone to death with casualties, with collateral damage. But objective done. No one spotted me. No one saw me kill that person. Well, this is a bit of a problem because the game informed me there was a body found. Let's scroll back a bit. No target kill, unnoticed kill. It was maybe around this point. No, back. Body found. And yet the game insists that no, there was no body found. And no recordings, and 2 collateral victims. Again, probably killed the priest as well. And that's about as close as I could get to a perfect score. Yeah, the maximum score I could have gotten would have been 160,000 and almost 500, maybe less with the time bonus had I been able to do it faster. Well, maybe more points, I mean, if I could do it in the less time. But aside from that, this is the best run I've had on one of these Elusive Target missions. The next one will probably be for Marrakech, so I'm gonna have to play that map to actually learn how that map works. So yeah, that's about it for this. I guess you could call this an after-action report play now, if that's a thing. If the video actually recorded properly and didn't spaz out, if I actually hit the record button and didn't actually talk to a blank screen all this time. If I did, I'm gonna seem so silly. So goddamn silly. Well, this is it. So see you next time. Maybe with I have a tactics game called Tasty and also Blueprint Tycoon to look at. I will maybe do a show about those, and then maybe about the next map with Hitman. Until then, have fun and try not to pick up proximity mines, because this game told you that you could without it exploding. Very important that you do not pick up proximity mines or go anywhere near anything with the words proximity and mine in them, in the title, like at all. So in the end, I'm gonna leave you again with this, where was that thing? Around here somewhere. Oh yes, this amazingly programmed hit detection or event detection for Hitman, the 2016 game, when it comes to throwing people to the ground from a height of 10 centimeters. Bam! Goodbye. If you enjoyed this show, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Or, if you thought it was horrible, then share it with your enemies and make them suffer. We shall be your weapon of vengeance. But if you liked what you saw, you could, I don't know, maybe donate, because basically YouTube is horrible at revenue, by using the link in the description, or just buy my book. It's a fantasy book about, well, a lot of stuff. I guarantee it won't suck, and if it does suck, you can find me here and complain about it.